Hey guys, Jacob here, and I'm gonna bring you other update about our house construction here in the Philippines. If you are new in this channel and it's your first video you can see, I'm Jacob, and right there is Gwen and we are here in the lovely Filipino province building this. Like, it's been a couple of days since the last video, but so many improvements and so many things happened. Though the roof is almost finished, the metal sheets are screwed, everything is ready. Now just those black sides needs to be connected, also the gutter, because it's still wiggle. Couple of things which are done differently here in the Philippines with this kind of structure of gutters, that we have a hole on the both sides, here and here as well. The last couple of days was quite raining, and I really did not want it that the water would be just dropping down there, so me and Gwen came here during those heavy rains and made just the temporary solution how to direct water away from the land. So that hole there is clogged. Here from the biggest roof, it's going here to the smaller, and then through the PVC pipes going to the right of way. We are still working on this side of the wall. We came here right now, it's around 2 p.m. so it's a snack time for guys, a little break. And as you can see, new improvements. Here we've actually built a little foundation for the first terrace here, which is gonna be still prepared. Here are the metal rods holding the concrete together, preventing cracks, though before pouring the concrete we have to still make sure the cage will not be laying on the floor, but it will be lifted a little from the stones. Kurva! And situation with the walls. So this wall, the thick wall, is finished, it's standing. Right now we are working on the rest of the walls. There where his brother Jamar is working on a place where it's gonna be, let's say, a bathroom, toilet, CR. So that's it. When I'm standing here right now, how it's looking inside of the walls. Well, we have this kind of rods coming vertically, but also there are horizontally coming rods through the whole length, and then going through the pillar. Still needs to be welded here and cut it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's supported horizontally and vertically as well. It's gonna be the same for all the walls. Kuya up there is currently making it, as you can see. Metal rod coming through the both pillars, welded together, and also welded to each of the rods going vertically. So that's how the things are done here. For now we are still focusing here on the first terrace, because here we are still making little improvements about the septic tank hole. Still digging a little bit more to the depths. Once the septic tank is finished, there is gonna be another terrace here connecting to the terrace on the side. So let's say basically you can imagine it's going along the house. And also once the front yard here is kind of finished, the septic tank is finished, there is still gonna be one more roof, so we can have pretty nice shadow all around the house. All around the house. And so the boys are doing pretty nice work, I would say. The things are going well. Not really any problems were happening in the last days. Only the problem which was the rain. It was raining, which made the things a little bit complicated for me, because I'm still here removing the soil. And once the soil is wet, it was like a clay, like a wet, heavy jelly. We always come here with Gwen, mostly in the afternoon after our shift, and I'm removing that soil, everything, because that's the most shitty work. And when it was boys signed to do that, it was not really moving that much, because it's kind of boring work, and so I decided I will better do it by myself, slowly, everything can be finished. But what I like, what we've did kind of really good decision about, that we've assigned actually kind of close people who will work with us and for us. Like most of them are the family, friends, we know each other, so the whole construction is more like in the friendly and family atmosphere. It's much better that you know each other, you have something to talk about, than it would be like literally the corporate atmosphere here, that we would be coming here with Gwen and not having, there are not good relationships in corporates. Those who working there know for sure.
Here for the restroom, we have actually 1 liter restroom here inside, and it connects outside, which is another 1 liter, so that's total of 2 liters all in all. And while they were digging, they got this huge stone underground, crazy from here. It's just laying down here on the ground, and here's our labor. He's the one assisting for, preparing the cement and sand to be used for piling of the hollow blocks. So we got another person with us actually, since we need one more person working with us, piling and also finishing it. My brother is preparing for the layout, where he's going to hit the hollow blocks here for the for the CR, for the restroom. So for now, Jacob is also removing the soil. We decided we will not let him work anymore, maybe in the future, because he needs to heal, he needs to rest, of course. And so Jacob decided to be the one doing the soil. But it's not really in a rush, this soil. We can make it like slowly every day, because everything is down and we don't really need this side, so it's really okay if we can do it later or slowly every day, just few hours. The most important is the top, to remove everything the top. But for now, the soils in front have been removed already, so it's all already okay in there. And we left few soils here actually because we are going to use this soil to add there in our room. So we are going to use it. That's why we left the soil from the septic tank, since my brother also started digging it again yet earlier, because after replaying this area the septic tank became shallow, so they needed to dig again. So that's why today they dig again and again, but they left the soil since we need to use it for there. So as for now, it's already plain here, it's already fine, it's already elevated. So once the terrace, once they're done with the septic piling of the hollow blocks, they're going to start also layouting or building as well the front terrace. And this area is only the area we have 2 meters, same as what we have there in the kitchen. So they already made it elevated. Jacob was working on it last week, so it's already ready. Soils are already down, everything is down. That area needs to be removed as well, since the back portion we need to make it concrete as well here. And before we make it concrete, we also need to bury the PVC pipe. These ones we actually use them temporarily for the water flow, but in the future, of course, we're going to use PVC as well on top, so the water is going down in one area. So another work here for the soil. That's all. We will remove it as well here. There are more things to do, a lot of work to do with the soil, but still it's not in a rush. We can do it slowly every day, since the boys doesn't need or won't need the area anymore, only if they're going to start concreting this area, but not for now since they're still working on other things. This is the biggest door we have, because in front it's just standard. Here is the door and it's just standard. We are going to use wooden door in that one, and Kuba and I are planning to use here sliding door, make it big, because in our house we only have one window, it's only there. So to make it like the air coming inside, so we don't really need to buy, aircon, because here as well, if it's during this time, it's cold here, it's very windy here, so we don't need it. Or at least we need to make the area of the house or room that doors that are wide, so the air is going to flow just inside everything. So this is the biggest area of our door, so we're going to use sliding doors. We can just open it. So the challenge is actually for boys working in our house, since it's too high, they need to really travel a lot just to get the cement. Just to get the cement down there, just to get hollow blocks down there, just to get the sand as well as the gravel. So it's kind of hard for them actually traveling a lot. So there are times Kuba and I were also transferring those hollow blocks up here, so it's just easier for them to work straightly without cutting their work time, because they need to, what my brother is doing, travel. We need to take those things up here. So they spend also 1 hour in a day just to do that every 4 p.m. So in the morning everything will be ready.
A little problem appeared, but with simple and fast solution. The wheel broke down, but welding is here, cutting is here. 5 minutes and we can keep going, but luckily we have the second one, so we will let it rest, we will let it cool down, and that's how it is.
Okay, So as for now, what we plan, we are not going to remove all the soil, but since I mentioned earlier, guys, that we still need to remove this one, but then we don't really need to throw it there. That means after we remove this soil, we are going to throw it away in here, and we will try to level it as much as possible down here. And so because here it is not really into elevated, I mean it's not properly concreted because there are so many stones, so we were planning to throw this here and we will make the road better than before. We will throw some part of this here, leave some part of it as well, and we will still continue the retaining wall up until here because this area is still deep for us and the soil started going down, so we are going to add another connections of the retaining wall, maybe up until here. So that's the plan.
And one day later, there are good news and bad news. And I'm gonna start with the bad ones first. It was raining last night pretty heavily, and it makes the work with the soil quite complicated. Though it's literally like clay soil, which you could make cups and all those things. Slimy, heavy, you are not really able to load it properly on the cart, so I just gave up doing it today. I will wait for hot weather when it dries out, because it really doesn't make a sense. And that's all for the bad news. Now for the good news. We are having finished 2 walls actually now, this and at the back. So that's great. Actually, we were thinking we are gonna start concreting the floor today, as I was saying, but the truck who was supposed to deliver sand and gravel was broken, so we did not get the delivery today, but probably tomorrow everything should be fine. But in the meantime, guys managed to prepare another material for the roof, which we are still gonna build here, and started preparing foundation for the last pillar right there. So the pillar will be situated right here in the middle as a support for the front roof, let's say. We're still having the metal sheets, the roof sheets right there, so there is still a lot of to be finished. Like crazy, mosquitoes are biting. Like right now when it's after the rains, it's very humid, not really airflow. I'm sweating just by being present here and doing nothing. But the things are going great, I would say, pretty fast now. Well, we were actually struggling a lot with all the preparations and preparing the area, the surface, the foundation, and that took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but we were trying to do our best for it. So maybe that's why it took such a long time. But right now, when all the major preparations are finished, all the construction work is going pretty fast. Alright, here is brother Jaymar, who started today piling for the septic tank. Like this it's looking inside.
He's the only worker who's following proper precautions in working. Look at him. He's the only responsible worker who's following safety precautions here in the work site. Shoes, jeans, long sleeve, but the others, we don't give a shit.
And that's very good mindset from Kuya actually. Like the last thing I ever wanted to happen to me to get hurt or injured at work. Because it's really not worth it being injured at work. It's not worth of this money. Here is gonna be situated toilet.
Shower somewhere here, I think, in front.
Just the small area, like nothing really fancy, but it will work.
Yeah. And also for the piling of the hollow blocks in the toilet, we are planning not to put everything closed, but we are going to leave a little bit space inside. It could be slabbing way of, you know, finishing it, because we are planning to use the space for our travel bags and other bags to be put in, so we can make use of the space rather than closing everything in once, and the area will be useless. So planning that the toilet will be just somewhere, I don't know, they put something there, the last area they...
Gwen wants to say the ceiling of the CR area is gonna be lower from the ceiling of the main room, which will make a space. There is gonna be like ceiling of the toilet area and ceiling of the main roof. So there from the inside is gonna be like an open area, and let's say like a storage unit, something like that.
Yes, sorry.
But the whole point like of this project of ours, like, yeah, it's nothing really like huge and luxurious. It's like small, but what we wanted to stick with is actually a budget, and also to use the outside of the areas. So it's gonna be like an outdoor kitchen or outside kitchen, but not a dirty kitchen. There is still gonna be like a sink, stove. I really want to make a kitchen worth it. That's really of my... I want to have like a functional kitchen with everything.
And what I prefer personally as well, like, I don't want very closed house. I want those outdoor kitchens. Really, that's my type of, you know, kitchen as well. I don't want it to be inside, because when you're cooking, especially in our condo right now, it smells horrible all over the house, and I don't like it. Yeah. So I prefer kitchen should be outside, and it will be open area, so the air is just going flow everywhere, especially if you're cooking dried fish.
Yeah, but Gwen is not anymore eating dried fish after spending 2 years in Europe. And me actually, I've tried it a couple of times when I was first time in the Philippines. I guess not really that bad, but I do not really feel the urge to eat that again. I will rather go to the public market, to the section of the seafoods, fish, and I will buy a fresh fish and make the perfect recipes out of it.
Yeah.
Right now, the biggest issue which is complicating the work is really the rain. Like during the day it's fine, it's not raining, but at night it starts, and really intensively. Like the rainy season is really coming. Of course it would be, I guess, totally impossible to build a house during the rainy season, huh?
But it was great that they started the roof, because they really calculated that rainy season is coming, so that's why they prioritized the roof first. But it's like that here in the Philippines, though it's rainy season, sometimes it's still like sunny during the day and it's raining at night. So right now, since June is still starting, so that's probably the weather nowadays. But if it's July, probably it's gonna be raining every day, even during the day. Yeah, that's how it is in July, because July is literally the rainy season of the year.
So guys, if you want to visit the Philippines, absolutely not July, right?
Not July.
If you don't want to be stuck inside of your apartment and looking from the balcony how it's raining.